All right, Jayden, first spring with Coach Jones, obviously coaching you up. What have been your impressions of him and kind of his style in comparison to what you've been used to?
For sure. Coach Jones, I feel like he's just a real dude, you feel me? Like someone I can really relate to, someone who I feel like will always have my back, someone who brings so much knowledge to practice every day that I feel like not every university has coaches that have access to that kind of stuff. Like we would get meetings and it's just thousands of cut-ups, videos, like stuff that are like not stuff that we can't use, stuff that's extremely useful that just gives you a clear vision for what he wants in receivers, and when like he's matched all that kind of stuff up with what Coach V wants and Coach Levy wants, like they kind of all have a vision together, and it's really clear to see through all the different ways and streams of information we have. And he definitely brought that to the table. Like that's one of the main things I see that's different with him is everything that he teaches and coaches is like he wants you to be able to see it. He's not trying to say, okay, we're gonna go over something one time and go out and look over it. Like everything is really like well explained out, that kind of thing for sure.
Can you describe kind of the process you went through last year, being here, not playing all that much? You know, a guy comes in from high school and has a band, but you get to college and you have to kind of wait a little while or get used to college football?
For sure, you know, like everything is like stepping stones, you know, God's favor, like coming in, got to put on weight, you know what I'm saying? Got to tone up, got to get bigger, got to get stronger, got to be more cerebral about football, got to learn how to be that way, you know what I'm saying? Got to learn how to be a great teammate, great leader, all that kind of stuff I feel like goes into it, you feel me? And the coaches that I have that I was blessed to be able to come play for, these coaches, they ain't never given up on me. You know what I'm saying? They constantly telling me, hey, you're doing good in practice, you're doing good, like you making strides, you making strides. Because obviously, we got a school like OU, just because you're not playing, don't mean you ain't doing bad. Just because you're not, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're not the guy yet, don't mean you're not doing your job, that you're not on the way. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed and fortunate enough to come to a great university with so much talent, at offense, defense, and my position included, so much talent. And not only talent that was here when I got here, but it's always going to be a stream of talent, always going to be top tier talent, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful that the coaches have continued to just allow me to become a better player. And I feel like regardless of what the outer world ain't seen nothing yet, you feel me? I'm just working, dirty hard work in the dark, you feel me? But to myself, I know I'm getting way better, you feel me? And just whenever the opportunity comes for me to be able to go out there and get back to being Jayden Gibson like I've been, you know what I'm saying? I'll jump at it and I won't look back.
How have you gotten better this week?
Definitely one thing that I feel like Coach Jones got me better with my pad level, you know, like obviously me being a big receiver, every coach I have is gonna stress pad level, you feel me? But like I was saying earlier, like some of the drills that Coach Jones bring, like we do it every day. It's like every day, like we gonna do it every day. You're gonna get low every day, every single day. And you're gonna get as low as you can every day. And sometimes you're gonna hit your head, you're gonna fall. Sometimes you're gonna fall backwards and he gonna snap. But at the end of the day, it's all out of love, and you feel me? Just that specific instance, I feel like is one of the big things for me this spring is just pad level, pad level, pad level. Because now I feel like I got a real great understanding of the offense, like great understanding of the base of the offense and everything. So now it's just easy to just grow upon that and just add to my frame. Obviously continue to try to keep getting bigger and faster and stronger, you feel me? And play lower. That's gonna be my main thing, just as low as I can play. If I can play like I'm 5'11", then I don't feel like there's no one else to be able to stop.
Is there any of those drills that have helped that in particular, or ones that
Oh, I hate the shoot. The shoot that y'all see I hate that. Oh my gosh, I hate that so much. But it's like, it's literally like the best thing. Like I just go through and like, I'm good in film. Like I like watching film. Like get my iPad and watch my clips over and over and over and over again. So when I'm watching, I just compare my stuff to last spring. Like it's a big difference. Just watch myself off the line. Like okay, sometimes last year I might come up and then try to go back down. Now I'm just here. I'm working down low, 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 and then exploding off. You feel me? And obviously it's not every time because I'm not perfect yet. But it's just like now I know how to do it now. It's not like it's something that's foreign to me. Like I have a clear vision for what they want me to be as a receiver. You feel me? And one thing I feel like I got way better with is just asking questions for real, like not being afraid to ask the coaches, like not just football stuff, just about everything. Like, what do y'all want me to be? Like, what do you want me? What do you need to see in me to allow me to be the best version of myself for y'all? Because that's the end goal put on for the Sooners. You feel me? Like, the end goal is that. So whatever I got to do for that, it's way more open this year. I feel like they're way more open, telling me, okay, we need to see this. We need you to do this in practice and this in practice. And I'm like, bet I can do that. Like, I can get better at that. I can get lower. I can get stronger and faster. You feel me? So, loving it. You feel me? Ain't no complaints at all from me.
You mentioned getting stronger and bigger. How much better physically do you feel than you were a year ago? What's that process been?
The process has been cool for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, Schmitty is probably like the hardest work I've never had. Like, I ain't never worked with a strength coach like that. But at the same time, like, he loving. Like, people see him and think he's so cutthroat. Like, he is, the workouts is cutthroat, but he is the opposite. Like, you feel me? He gonna coach you hard, of course, but that's any coach. I'm not gonna hold that against nobody. Like, and never, like, it's been so many times he could Uno, come over here, like, let me talk to you, like, you got potential, you got so much potential, like, work, you feel me, like, just stressing it to me all the time. And some people say, well, you don't want to tell a guy this so many times, you want to be able to tell a guy these things so many times, but at the end of the day, that support, that's great, you feel me? Like, we here all day, like, all my brothers, I ain't speaking just for myself, me and all my brothers on the team, we here all day, we working, like, so it ain't never too many times to hear, hey, you could do this, you feel me? Like, I think sometimes people take that for granted, like, how important it is to hear, like, hey, you could do this, because you will forget, like, going through everything, you will forget that you could really do this, like, you will really forget, so that's where I'm at right now, like, staying healthy, not getting away from no injuries, keep my mental right, and just working hard and, you know, falling in love with the game. You feel me? Falling in love with the game, falling in love with the Sooners, falling in love with Coach Jones, everything, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be a great year.
Seems like you got a ton of diversity in the wide receiver room in that you got some guys with size, you got some guys with speed, you got some guys that are good route runners. Everybody brings something to the table. Is that something you perceive amongst your group?
For sure, man. I feel like this is like the most diverse room I've ever played in any football. Like, we come Andrell, super fast. Nick Anderson, big and fast. Me, I'm more of a competitive guy, like an aggressive guy. I'm big, I'm fast too, but I'm gonna go up over top of you feel me? LV, route runner. Jalil, athlete. Gavin Freeman, freak of nature. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just, I don't think you can really go wrong with our team. So the thing this year is going to be, how can we all, like, come together as a room and, like, okay, everybody can eat. Like, people always want to say, like, I just, like, read a lot of stuff like, oh, we need the number one guy, If you go and study football, like, if you really go study football, the best teams, the best offenses are the teams where you got 2 receivers with 1,000, you got 1 with 500, you got 2 with 400, like, and everybody getting something, you feel me? And then it's just going to keep on building on itself, and we're going to push people out, and we're going to bring new people in, but it's all going to be the same thing, because it's all going to be the same talent. And I feel like Coach Jones is going to set that up. Like, I feel like Coach Jones is going to make the room, like, okay, it's not just going to be, okay, we're going to get a new receiver coach, you're going to get a new this, that, and the third, get a new player. Like, oh, this is going to be ritual. Like, you coming in the Coach Jones receiver room, like, it's ritual. You got to get on the board, man. You got to, all these cut-ups and all these clips, you got to dive into that. You got to really fall in love with all that stuff, so, for sure.
Did you mention Drake?
No, he gonna hate me when he see this. He gonna hate me when he see this. Drake, obviously, that's like the papa of the group. That's dad, you feel me? Like, me, myself, like, I look up to Drake, like, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I say this for real, like, me and Drake didn't always get along perfect. Like, me being like, I'm a dude from Florida, you feel me? And we different, way different, and coming all the way across the country, and me and new types of people, we did not always get along. But one thing that I always respect is a hard worker, is a talented guy, is a loving dude who loves his family, you feel me? Put me first, even when I'm going through my things, even when I got to get better at X, Y, and Z, always putting me first, you feel me? Trying to teach me how to be the right way. Like, I don't know, I'll never, like, all those old guys, like, all the guys, even some of the guys who left, like, I'll never take that for granted, bro. Like, last year, people didn't see a lot of me, but it was a big year for me, just mentally, like, trying to be a better person, trying to be everything that I know that I can be, like, taking those first steps for sure.
We're going to start to wrap up here.
You mentioned it a little bit, but what have you seen from Andrell so far?
Awesome speed, crazy, just athleticism, real dog, real nice person. My brother for sure, like, we locked in, and I feel like with Andrell, it's just gonna be like he's gonna do his thing, you feel me? Like, it ain't no one, I don't feel like I can be in front of him. I've been playing football for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen someone get off the ball as fast as him, you feel me? So he gonna bring his own thing to the team, he gonna bring his own attributes to the game, and we're gonna be able to use him however the coaches see fit best, you feel me? Like, they got the blueprint, you know, I'm just here to follow it, and I know that they know exactly what they're gonna use for him, but everybody here, there's no doubt, we see his talent for sure.
You made a big play in this spring game last year. You got another one in the tank this time around?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. The defense been talking crazy. You know, anyone who like really keep up with OU football know how I get, man. Like, I ain't gonna say too much, but the defense, they got it coming for them, man. You feel me? I got to up what I did last year for sure. I got to put it on, so yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet all.